There wasn't any crazy success stories. The only success story that we really heard about was Alex Morton, and at the time he was doing about 50 cycles a month, which is platinum, making like $2,500 a month. Did it for a little bit less than a year, created that income, and we just saw that as an example of something that maybe could work for us. We saw that obviously we were exposed to large networks of people that were already spending money on products like this, and we were exposed to large networks of people that fell into categories that he touched upon. You know, a lot of my friends fell into the category of being part of the 55% of people that are unemployed, 18 to 25. A lot of my friends fell into the category of having student loan debt, now the #1 debt in America, growing by $3,000 a second. Or a lot of my friends fell into the category of having a part-time job and just hating getting really good at a skill that's never going to pay them a lot of money in the long run. So I saw that I had the networks and I saw that I could make this thing work. Decided to get on board with the original intentions to make a couple $100 a week residually, so I didn't have to go out there and get a traditional JOB and sacrifice 20, 30 hours of my time every week for that type of income. Yeah. So my question for you, if you're the newest person in the room tonight, how much would $200, $300 a week extra help your lifestyle? Yeah. So I decided to get on board, guys. Residual income was first presented to me for the first time with Vima. I didn't even know what residual meant. Okay, I saw that I could put an hour of work in today that could potentially pay me a lifetime. You couldn't even put a dollar amount on the hours that I put into Vima. And I started to get excited because we were going out there and we were teaching young people that, look, we can work on a lifetime project together that can never end, and we can go out there and create an asset and build residual income that pays us on a weekly basis, no matter what we do, no matter where we're at, no matter if I'm in South Florida, Boston, China, it doesn't matter, I'm going to get paid on Thursday no matter what. So I started to get excited, guys. I ended up not getting this internship position last summer with a company called Turner Construction. Okay, #1 construction company in the world. I was going to be making about $25 an hour, 40 hours a week. Good money. I was pumped. But I ended up not getting that internship position. A lot of competition, I guess, whatever. So that allowed me to take this Vima thing full time, and that's where the bigger picture started to sink in. That's when I understood how big this thing was going to get. Because over the summer, and this isn't the point, but over the summer I ended up making double the amount of money with Vima than I would have made working full-time, 40 hours a week at $25 an hour. And the concept behind why that was possible is what should get you excited tonight, or today. And it's this concept that in life, going after profits and generating profits for yourself is better than working for wages. Okay, I was never taught that by my teachers, by my parents, by my professors. I was always just taught to go to school, get good grades, to get into a good college, get student loans to pay for your degree, get a degree to ultimately get a good what?
Job.
Journey of the broke. I just heard somebody say it. Just over broke. So I started to get excited, guys, because this company, Vima, has tapped into a demographic and the most socially connected age group ever to walk this planet, with an industry that's never been meshed with social networking. I saw that this has never been done before, and I saw that it's probably not going to happen again, and if it does, other companies try to replicate what we're doing, it's not going to be as good. So guys, Vima's the company. Vima's been around for about 9 years. Stands for Vitamins, Essential Minerals, Mangosteen, and Aloe Vera. Now the company was created, like I said, 9 years ago with this original health product. Came in a 32-ounce bottle, and you would take a 2-ounce liquid shot of it every single day. Provides you with the necessary vitamins and minerals and nutrients that nobody in this room intakes with the foods we consume. So originally with the company, you notice a lot of older people, a lot of health-conscious individuals, a lot of older people getting on board with this thing, experiencing great results with the health product, and experiencing great results with the business portion as well, with the direct sales of the product. But you didn't notice anyone our age getting on board because raise your hand in this room if you consume a liquid multivitamin. No, not in person. If it's not in one of these cans. Exactly. You might be an athlete or something. So originally you never noticed young people getting on board. It didn't make sense. It wasn't applicable to people our age. So BK saw that. He wanted to take advantage of what social networking could bring to the table. So what did he do? He decided to take a look at what the highest consumed product was in our age group and in our demographic. And what do you guys think that is?
Energy drinks.
Energy drinks. We spent $9 billion last year on that. Oh yeah, and in the next 5 years, that demand is projected to go to $21 billion. So BK said, okay, well, I'm going to take 2 ounces of this formula, I'm going to insert it into a can, I'm going to add some water, some natural caffeine from aloe vera and green tea, and I'm going to create the world's healthiest energy drink. But ultimately, he understood that if he put this next to a Red Bull on a shelf, raise your hand if you would buy this. If you didn't know it. Nobody buys what they don't know, and he saw that there's no way that he could compete with $1 billion a year advertising budget that Red Bull has. So he decided to take a more direct approach, and he decided to start this word-of-mouth campaign. And instead of, like he said, spending money on corporate advertising in the forms of billboards, commercials, celebrity endorsements, he said, I'm going to take half of my revenue, and pay it back to the consumer. So last year, Vima did $120 million and paid $60 million back to us. That's aggressive. I saw that this thing could do $5 billion, and what happens when it does? We all make $2.5 billion a year collectively. This is money that has never been accessible to people our age. You look at Red Bull, you look at Starbucks, you look at Monster, all these companies, when they make money, we're the last person to see the product, guys. The distributors, the retail businesses, the advertisers, everybody experiences some monetary gains, and we're the last person to touch the product. So BK decided to cut out all that stuff. You'll never see this product in a store. If you go to 7-Eleven, you'll never see it, and you'll never see it on a commercial or an advertisement. Why? Because that would kill our business. The only way to get this product is through a friend. Now, if you think about a traditional retail business, you have about a 10 to 15 mile radius of consumers that are coming to your location and purchasing products. So ultimately, because your space is limited, your income is limited. But guys, we have these things called pocket rockets. Okay? Literally with this in your pocket and a little bit of ambition, you can talk to anyone on the planet, face to face, anytime. So because we're not limited to space, we're not limited by income. Guys, I've introduced this personally to 20 of my friends, just like Luke, which honestly is not that good. From those 20 individuals, half have quit, but from the half that remained, I now have a network of over 9,000 orders going through my business in every state in America and 25 different countries. And the first 20 people I introduced this to were in San Diego on my warm network. So through a certain degree of freedom, through a certain degree of separation, through certain degrees of relationships, you come into contact with people that are like-minded, that think the same way that you do, that have ambition, that want to better themselves every day. I was in a rut. I was with Adam Wennick and Patrick Homer, and we were in a fraternity together. And we were partying, liver damage, all the above. 3 years for me. Obviously he got out of it earlier. But all my friends that I was surrounding myself with weren't doing anything. They weren't progressing in life. So I decided to start hanging around successful people. I always ask this. I ask my team this. If you're hanging out surrounding yourself with 5 broke people, what are you going to be?
Broke.
Broker. What happens if you're surrounding yourself with 5 success stories, 5 millionaires? What do you think you're going to be? Yes. It's simple. I decided to change my environment. I started to change my habits. Started to change a lot of things. So guys, something that also should get you excited, Fish kind of touched upon this. Avon last year did $1 billion a month in sales. Okay, that's more than the NBA, the NFL, and the MLB in revenue. They do lotion. Okay, I can't go to my boy and be like, dude, you're ashy. Check this out. It's not going to work. And I can't go to him and be like, dude, check out this skillet from Amway, cook green cheese eggs. Like, it's just not going to work. It doesn't apply. Both those companies did $1 billion a month last year. Amway's been around for 58 years. Avon's been around since 1886. Do the math, not 1986, 1886. So when I heard that, I was like, okay, I asked myself this question: are they sustainable?
Yes.
Yes.
Are they profitable?
Yes.
These things get really big. Like, this is going to be the biggest one ever. And just like to give you a little bit of testament to that, Anthony Powell, a guy by the name of Anthony Powell, raise your hand if you know who that is. Okay? I love leveraging this story because it boosted my business level. Okay, this guy started with Herbalife in the 80s when he was 19 years old. Okay, all his friends told him he was retarded, just like my friend. 19 years old in the 80s. The company Herbalife did $190 million the year he started. So right around where Vima is. Okay, this guy said by the age of 26, he was financially free for the rest of his life. And in the course of 22 years, he created over 250 millionaires and became 100 millionaire. This guy, Anthony Powell, just took his entire network of 16,000 distributors and transferred it to Vima because he said, this is going to be the next big thing. He said, this is the Apple of network marketing. I want to be a part of it. Guys, we're revolutionizing the way that young people think about how to consume products, and we're revolutionizing the way that young people think about how to make money. Because you have crazy success stories like us over here, and we're average. I had a 2.8 GPA in college. Oh. By everyone's standards, I'm not that bright, but if somebody told you you needed to be smart to make a lot of money, probably has none. It's all about timing, being at the right place at the right time with the right people, and taking action. So with that, guys, I just wanted to share my story a little bit. I want to introduce a guy by the name of Chris Guzman. Guys, this guy is an absolute animal. He's been doing the business for about 6 months, about to hit the level of star executive this month, and by the books, just touching a six-figure income, almost there. Okay? Adam Winnick has talked so highly of this guy to me. I've never really met him. But he's got to be a boss just from your guys' reaction. So give it up real quick, guys.